Dennis, thank you for joining us today and sharing with us your story about your medical experience in Santiago.
Thank you very much. I'm glad to be here.
Well, tell us a little bit about what had been happening to you that led you to have a spinal fusion surgery.
Yeah, pretty amazing. Over the years, I've just noticed more and more pain in my back, my lower back, and I would go to see chiropractors to get treatment and other medical procedures, physiotherapy, quite a bit. And finally, it just got so painful, I felt I really needed to see a specialist. And so, living here in Santiago, I checked around, talked to a few friends who had had surgery here, and I go, you know what? It sounds like the whole health industry in Santiago is excellent. Why not have my surgery here? So I talked to a doctor, went to a hospital, met a specialist, a whole team of spinal doctors and surgeons that really knew what they were doing. In fact, the doctor I selected had done over 1,000 surgeries like this. So before I committed to do it, I checked with a doctor back in the U.S. And in my discussions with this doctor, they were warning me about all the different things I needed to consider. And it was helpful to hear from them, but I could tell that the doctor I was dealing with here in Santiago knew exactly what he was doing. He put me through all the tests. I had MRIs done. I worked closely with the health facility to get my insurance taken care of, and they pre-approved everything. Once I met with the doctor and we decided on a time, they selected a date. It worked for me about a month out, and then I came in and a few days before did all my blood work and checked everything out to make sure I was all set to go. Met with the anesthesiologist, and then checked into the hospital one evening, and the next morning they wheeled me into surgery and did a spinal laminectomy of my L4, L5, which is a pretty good surgery. It's about 5 inches on my back, where they removed some of the bone tissue there and opened up my spinal column so that the vertebrae and the nerve column could open up and be fully functional again. And I was amazed. The surgery went normally. Within a few hours, I was out in recovery and back in my private hospital room with wonderful care and wonderful nurses to take care of me for 4 or 5 days. And it wasn't long before, within, I think, 24 hours, they had me up on my feet walking, and in 2 days I was doing stairs. They had a very good plan to get me on recovery quickly, and then a whole series of physiotherapy for about 3 weeks afterward to get me to full recovery. It didn't take long, and I was back at work and fully functioning, and this has been over a year now, and my back feels great. I wouldn't go anywhere else to have surgery. It was a wonderful experience, very professional, and very good care.
Well, thank you very much. I think people are concerned when they see higher cost and longer waits at home, and yet they're worried, would it be as safe and would it be as well done if I went out of the country? So your experience suggests that.
Oh, it's no worry at all, and the price for the surgery was probably a half, if not a third, less than the same type of surgery in the U.S. Everything was taken care of. No real out-of-pocket cost to speak of at all, and the care was exceptional. No worry about any kind of side effects or anything. Everything was perfect.
And you're back at full function now.
Yes, I go swimming. The doctor advised me to go swimming to get my core muscles back up, and just not to jog too much anymore, but to take it easy. And but I'm back to do anything I want to do pretty much. So I'm feeling great. Thanks.
Terrific. Thank you so much for sharing this and encouraging other people that there are options available.
Yes, thank you. Glad to be here, Dr. Lee.